In the Academy today, we've been looking at transforming worship. How our worship and our relationship with God transforms not only ourselves, but those around us. You know, the heart of the gospel is relationship. Our relationship with God and our relationship with one another. In Genesis 12, we see this amazing covenant that God makes with Abraham. Genesis 12 verse 2 says, "I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you. I will make your name great and you will be a blessing." At the heart of our relationship with God is this idea that God has blessed us to be a blessing. You know, in our worship, when we encounter Jesus, when we discover more of who he is, when we allow his presence to consume us, we are changed, our attitudes are changed, our hearts are changed, our focus is changed. You know, genuine worship leads to a whole new perspective. And so we find ourselves seeing things differently. And we begin to carry God's heart for the weak, the poor, the marginalized. You know, Jesus said he came to preach good news, to loosen the chains of oppression, to give sight to the blind, to heal the sick. And so our role as followers of Christ are to love him and to love those around us, to be a blessing to those who have little, or perhaps on the margins of society, the last, the least, and the lost. So worship, evangelism, justice, they're intrinsically linked. You know, Micah 6 verse 8, and I end with this, the prophet proclaimed, you know, that God has shown us that thing that is good. How can we live a life that pleases God? How can we honour him, serve him well? Well, here it is. This is the verse, Micah 6 verse 8. And God calls us to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. We act justly, we love mercy, we walk humbly, and it's out of relationship with God. We are blessed to be a blessing.